Hi and welcome to Britcooksthai-Thai. Today we'll be cooking Thai beef stew. We're going to be using two different cuts of beef, beef cheeks and beef shin. Okay, so when you're cutting up the meat, you need to do it in quite large pieces because they will shrink once they're being put into the pot. So nice big pieces. Leave the fat on because that will all dissolve in the cooking process. Okay, so now that you've got your meat cut up into pieces, you want to brown it off. So into the saucepan you're going to actually use for the stew. Don't overcrowd it, so do it in batches. And get a nice brown surface onto your meat because that will all give it flavour later on. Okay, so once you've got your meat all browned, using the same saucepan, got rid of all the excess oil, but all the juices and that's stuck to the bottom, that just gives it extra flavour. So put it back into the pot. Set that one. Hold that one. You add 2 pints of beef stock. This was actually a bought beef stock. You can make your own if you've got the time. Now what you want to do is bring this back to the boil and then let it simmer for about 5 or 10 minutes. Right, into the pot we're putting dry mushrooms. It doesn't matter what type of dry mushrooms you get. These have been soaked in hot water for about half an hour so they go soft. So pour in your mushrooms and all the juices into the pot. Onions, or we're using shallots, but you can just use chopped onions. That can all go in. Some sugar to sweeten it up. This is oyster sauce. Measurements and everything will be on the actual website and on Facebook, but oyster sauce, that just gives it a lovely rich flavour. Soy sauce, this is a thin soy sauce. Again, measurements will be on the Facebook, but quite a bit, because this just gives it the salty flavour that we want to achieve. Need a bigger hole actually in the soy sauce bottle, it will come out quicker. Mountain soy sauce. This again, it's just a different type of soy sauce. It gives it a much richer sort of taste than the ordinary soy. And that's it at the moment. So again, we're just going to bring this to the boil and then let it simmer for a little while. Right, now we're going to make ourselves up a little herb bag. We're using a muslin bag because this just makes it easier. Once we've got all the flavour that we need in our actual stock, we can just pull it out without having to sort through the stock. I'll just go through them quickly. Star anise, only 2 star anise, even though it's a big pot, because that will overpower anything you're cooking if you put too much in. Cinnamon, a mixture of coriander seeds, Szechuan pepper seeds, black and white peppercorns, they all go in. Galangal, roughly chopped up. Ginger, again just roughly chopped. Lemongrass. Kaffir lime leaves. These are actually dried ones which come in a box. You can find them with all the herbs and spices. Just torn up. Bay leaves. And this is coriander roots. So you buy the whole coriander plant, pull the roots out, wash them and use the roots for this part of the dish. They give off a lovely flavour. Put a knot in your bag so they don't escape. And that's ready to go for putting into the pot in a minute. Okay, so at this point all you have to do now is put your bag that you've created into your saucepan, tight fitting lid and let it cook on a simmer for 3 hours. So here we go, the pot's now been on for just over 3 hours. The meat is all lovely and tender, and all we have to do is remove the bag with all the herbs in it and serve it up. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Do join us again, and if you like this one, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Remember, if I can cook it, so can you.